Well, I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to chase a swirl down in Victoria. It's a secret reef down there. Well, it's not secret because it's very dangerous and not many people want to actually surf it. The bodyboarders have got it wide, so we know we're going to see bodyboarders down there. As far as surfers are concerned, you really need a jet ski to tow into this wave because it's super scary. So I'm not sure what we're going to get, but one thing's for sure is we're going to get some beautiful oceanscapes. Some of the most incredible coastline on the planet is down in this place, and I'm looking forward to even just getting that if that's all I get. So let's get on this journey and make this happen.
One of the most shipwrecked parts of Australia. There's thought to be over like 700 shipwrecks on this stretch of coast. It's you can imagine being like 1700s or something, no weather report, and then all of a sudden you're in 4-foot waves and it goes 15 foot at 20 seconds. It would be an absolute nightmare. This place it's daunting. There'd be a lot of lost souls down there. It's definitely a bodyboarding type of wave, because I mean once you put a jet ski on anything, you got that horsepower to get in any wave. Really, it makes it almost child's play. But as we saw, we had Kip. I have to take my hat off to the old fella. He paddled into some things that I don't think I've seen paddled into before. It's very rarely done, very rarely done. He might not have got barreled, but I'd like to see a lot of people try it. That it comes in. It comes from just like grows this like tower and then all of a sudden just folds in half. And for a surfboard, you're not going to be able to, you'll become one with the lip to try and get over that. Like it's extremely difficult, whereas a bodyboard, it's pretty much designed for gut sliding and boogie boarding all the way down.
So describe what a great ride out there is like.
Paddling for your absolute life to try and get into something that could ultimately turn into your house, and then you're in a room that is just so big and you're looking at 1 foot of water, so shallow. It is such a consequential wave. You can really get hurt. And some of the stories I've heard out of there is sliding into this massive back door, but there's a chance of it falling down on the end or washing, and then all the washrooms behind it. Like there's nothing friendly about this wave. There is nothing that some person should see and go, oh, I want to go surf that. No. If you fucking think your ability is that good, practice at the beaches before you come down here, because you fucking will hurt yourself. It's the caliber of this wave. It's not some of the stories I've heard of people breaking legs and having to be airlifted out of here. You're in a very remote part of the world. Like the consequences and the carnage that I saw over the last few days. Some people paddle out there thinking, there is a crew here, we'll go out, but you know, once you're out there, you realise that no one's actually catching waves. There's a reason for it. It's not always fairies out there.
Paddled a couple that were kind of nice and got caught out on one, but it's pretty good experience. Bit all over the place and junky, but
How are the nerves?
so nervous, especially grabbing the rope out there, towing my backside for the first time. It's kind of always pretty nervous and different, so I'm pretty happy I got over that. Even though it wasn't the wave I really wanted, I was still happy to at least get a feel for it.
You see the boys, a bit of carnage in the lineup tonight.
So much carnage. It just they all so peaky, and you can just like get caught out so unexpectedly. Like, it's pretty much one of the heaviest waves I've surfed, definitely, and it pretty much breaks directly on a rock. And it just, even if you're on the shoulder, there's wash throughs, and then it pulls you into the zone, and it's pretty dangerous. There's not really any way of getting out of it once you're out there. You're always going to get a flogging.
No, it was good to share waves out there today with him. Yeah, really good.
And tomorrow?
I think we're on. Couple of skewies tonight, and then we're on.
It's kind of pumping, eh? But yeah, I don't know. It's just a pretty angry wave. It's not perfect, but there's moments where it's perfect, and yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
And tomorrow?
The swell goes more west, and then so it'll be angrier and better, and it's meant to be bigger. So we might have to try and get the ski up because it could be a little bit gnarly, eh?
How is it like you mess up on a wave? What happens? Make a
You
mistake.
get fucking eaten alive, mate. Even you make one and then the next one's a bomb, you got to duck dive in the middle there. Like, that's where they break furthest out in the middle in the channel and then come across and join up with the chip-in bowl. So if you pull off after a nice one and there's a bomb there, you're fucked. And that's what happened to our mate JB.
And so what do? You take a deep, you kind of think of what goes through your mind, tell the gentle punter at home when you see a big thing coming at you.
Here we go. Go down. Cruise. Maybe do some fucking Ackerman fucking purple kisses shit or whatever it is. Just try and just clear mind and just chill, bro. And then you go up and down and around, and then hopefully you can pop up. I'd really try to just grab onto my board. That's my fucking lifeline. If I snap my leash, I feel like I'm gonna fucking drown, eh? Because it's hard to get to the surface sometimes.
think a lot of people come down here thinking, oh, I've seen the movies, I've seen the YouTube, I've studied this wave, and then they're going home with their tails between their legs, you know, thinking, fuck, this wave is raucous. You know, some of the best surfers, best bodyboarders, you know, they come here and they say, oh, take it with a grain of salt. And, you know, Benny Sawyer, Cholo, you know, I don't think I saw Cholo catch too many waves, because you want to, you're either blinkers on, heads into it, or you're very smart and calculated. And I'm not saying that either Benny or Cholo are smart or calculated. However, they you know, they were trying to find the ones that are a bit more safer, and yeah, it keeps you extremely honest, these types of waves. I'd say it'd have to be up with one of the heaviest waves in Australia, as well as, you know, don't fuck with it.